Hey everyone, Melinda from Click Winning Content, and I'm here with
Loren from Impactiv8.
And in this video we're actually talking about Facebook, because I know a lot of my friends with business pages that rely on Facebook to bring business have found that the reach of their post has dropped a lot lately. So Loren is a Facebook expert. I thought we'd get her advice on what to do.
Well, I suppose the first thing is to acknowledge the fact that that is true. Facebook reach has been decreasing over the years because there's more and more content that's showing up in people's news feeds, or potentially could show up in people's news feeds. So Facebook applies an algorithm to it to make sure that you're seeing the stuff that you want to see most on Facebook, so that you have a pleasant user experience, so that you spend more time on the platform. So that's why it's happening for a start.
And so what are your tips for people that want to get their reach back up again?
Yeah, so it's kind of in what I just said before, in as much as Facebook's showing people what they want to see, so give people what they want to see. And to give people what they want to see, you need to make sure that you're being relevant to your audience and timely as well, so that you're giving people what they want when they want. And a lot of people don't put a lot of thought into that. Instead they go, oh, I haven't posted anything for a couple of days, I need to post something now, and they just shoot something out for the hell of it. You really need to put a lot more thought, effort and planning into what you're actually going to be sharing.
Okay. Excellent. And that's probably what the people do that really keep their Facebook reach up well.
Yeah, stuff that's going to engage your community, because you want to get people engaging, and by engaging on Facebook it means that they're clicking, they're liking, they're commenting and they're sharing, and the share is the holy grail. So the more you can get other people sharing your stuff and telling other people how awesome you are on Facebook, the better results you're going to get for your business.
And what else? Like, what about Facebook advertising? Do you think that's something most people should be using now?
Yeah, so that is the way to circumnavigate this algorithm that Facebook applies, and a lot of people are pushing back saying, oh, I don't want to spend any money on Facebook advertising. But I just want to give you a bit of an example here. If you write a blog post, how long does it take you to write a blog post?
A long time, an hour and a half maybe.
Oh God, that's quick. Sometimes it takes me about 4 hours to write a blog post. Okay, so if I've invested for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it is, in a blog post, that's my time, and my time actually costs money. And then if I post that out to Facebook and got maybe 1,000 people that like my Facebook page, and then I look at my reach and it says that reached 36 people, I'm like, oh great, there goes 4 hours of my time, whatever it was, to 36 people. But if I just say, look, I'm going to put a little bit of ad spend behind this, and it doesn't have to be a lot, maybe it's $5, $7, $10, whatever it is, and then suddenly that is seen by a couple of thousand people, then remember before I said about the like, comments and shares, you've paid for that initial eyeballs. So you've paid for people to see this. But when they start to like and comment and share it, then that whole viral nature of Facebook kicks in. So you might have paid for 1,000 people to see that, but if you've got a really awesome piece of content and they're really engaging with it, you might end up having 3,000 people seeing that content because they're sharing it with all their mates. And that. But if you didn't spend that initial money and only those 37 people saw it and they never had much engagement with it, then you're not really going to get much reach. So at the end of the day, then you do the maths on it and you go, you know what, it's taken 4 hours of my time and it's taken $7 of my money to get this post out to 3,000 people. So for me, that's a little bit of a no-brainer.
Awesome tip. I might try that. So if I did want to try it, do I just click the little box where Facebook pops up, boost the post? Is it as easy as that?
It kind of can be, but there's different ways you can advertise. There's actually 3 different ways you can advertise on Facebook. And the first is the boost post feature, which I used to tell people, whatever you do, don't boost a post, but it's got so much better over time. You can use it as long as you do one thing, and I'll tell you what that is in a sec. But the second way is to use what's called the Facebook Ads Manager tool. And that's just like you actually go in and create the ad from scratch. You can still use an ad that's on your page and boost the post in that tool, but it just gives you a whole lot more functionality.
So hang on, where do I find Ads Manager tool?
If you go to facebook.com/ads/manage, you'll be there. Yep. And if you've already set up an ads account, there should be a link within your Facebook when you log into Facebook that'll show you how to get there. And then the third way is another tool called Power Editor, and that's like creating Facebook ads on steroids. And so I recommend that people start where they're comfortable and try and progress themselves. And at some point you might just go, oh, Power Editor freaks me out, I don't want to go that far. That's fine. The Ads Manager tool is actually quite robust. But the thing you can also do in the Ads Manager tool is create really targeted audiences. And this comes back to when you boost the post. a lot of people go into the boost post and they go, I'm going to boost it to people who like my page, or people who like my page plus their friends. Now, I don't like that option
your
at all.
friends don't necessarily maybe even have a business or something if you're a business person.
Yeah, a lot of my friends on Facebook have totally different interests to what
exactly,
I do.
yeah.
So I steer away from that. Yes, maybe just do it to people who like your page. That's a really good option.
Yeah.
But they give you a third option, and the third option is people that you choose through targeting. And therefore, you can go in, if you've created all the audiences before, and it might be a website custom audience, which is retargeting people that have already been to your website, or it might be an email custom audience that you've uploaded, or perhaps you've gone in and found particular interests of people, and you can go and pick one of those audiences and say, I'm going to boost this post to that audience.
So really targeted
Targeted, yes, exactly, targeting. And so if you can do that step, as long as you push that button of the perfect audience for that perfect post that you're trying to share, then yes, by all means, you can still boost the post. But don't just go, I'm going to boost it and friends and fans. Like, you'll be wasting your money.
I think that's critical, because we all see too many of the wrong ads on Facebook, and to be honest, it's not Facebook's fault. It's the people that are setting up the ads that aren't targeting them very well. So I think that's a really awesome tip. Anything else about Facebook advertising before we finish up?
I just think that people should be scared to do it, or I see a lot of people that I call fangries on Facebook that get really angry with Facebook because of the fact that they now have to pay for this. You know, you have a business, you invest your business in other forms of advertising. You might print, I see people that are spending money and printing out flyers and, you know, letterbox dropping and all that kind of stuff. Take a little bit of that budget. Say, you know what, this time we're going to half that effort or not do that effort and give this a go. And just give it a go. And
great advice. Just test it.
Just test it. See what happens and monitor your results, because that's another great thing about the Facebook advertising platform. You can go in there, and if your ad's not working, turn it off, adjust it. Change the audience, change the copy, change the whatever it is that you think isn't working about it.
Yes.
And
see what happens next.
And see what happens next. And Facebook even tells you things like, it'll say it's performing much better in this age group. So you can go, okay, well then I'm going to reduce my age that I'm advertising to.
Yeah.
So they help you so that you spend your money most wisely and get the best return on investment for your Facebook ads.
Awesome advice. Thanks, Loren, for your time.
Visit
her website, Impactiv8 with the number 8.com.au for more useful articles and information.
Thank you.